Alright, y'all. Welcome. I had some stuff on my mind. Let me just start by apologizing. My face is a little puffy. I just had my wisdom teeth pulled. As some of y'all probably seen, I was just on IG talking about it. So I look kind of weird. Probably need a haircut too. It's whatever. But, so, I had some stuff on my mind. So I went for a little walk around the hood, my neighborhood. And, man. So, I don't know if you ever had to deal with another parent. I hate to call people names, things like that, but it's a little bit of a narcissist, you know. Somebody who likes to place blame on you whenever something is wrong, even if you really have nothing to do with it. It's kind of weird, right? So I'll break down the story. It happens all the time. I think I'm just gonna start sharing when stuff happens. So some of you might know, I don't really get my daughter that much. It's probably in a month. I get her like 3 weekends out of the month. I do all the driving, like pick up and drop off, because she is hours away from me. Round trip 4 hours, so 4 hours Friday. Then I do another 4 hours on Sunday to get her back home. Right? Well, mom's home because she's home with me too. So, anyway, I get a text after a while from her mom saying that she needs me to follow and help and do these things her way as far as her dentist goes, because she just went to the dentist's office and they told her that my daughter's not brushing her teeth often enough. It's like, all right. The thing that got me though is the way that it was worded, as if it was my fault for the reason that her teeth aren't being brushed properly. So she says, also in quote, that, or not in quote, but basically she also says, hey, I'm gonna send, if I need to, I'll send a new toothbrush with her and toothpaste and fresh water, as in like the water you bought from the store, fresh water with her, so she can brush her teeth morning and night. As you do know, children need reminders. As if I'm incompetent. But mind you, I have 3 other boys at my home, which they have good teeth. They brush their teeth in the morning when they wake up, and they brush their teeth before they go to bed. And I usually stand there with them and make sure they do it. Their job, you know? So, my thought process is, there's gotta be a reason. And I don't know what it is, but as I get older, I realize I don't have to have a reason why. You know, you don't always need a reason why the other person does what they do. She's set in her ways. She's about as old as I am. I don't expect things to change. And I'm usually never surprised or caught off guard anymore, because the way it was worded as if it was my fault. So I responded by letting her know that she gets a new toothbrush every month like I do, and like the other kids do. And we always use proper hygiene with fresh water, right? So they sends me another text back just to say that, you know, that I need to remind her, etc., etc. She's not called for. There's really no reason for it. And I think that's what stuff like that used to trigger me. But now I'm seeing that, and what you probably can realize too for yourself, for other dads, even moms, right? Sometimes the other parent has nothing to complain about, and they're gonna do things like nitpick, send you messages, or try to get you to get your feathers ruffled. You know what I mean? Like, they do it on purpose to try to get you to respond, especially if it's in a text. One thing that I'm learning too, some of it's from my wife talking to her, some of it's talking to my mom as well, and just trying to be a better person in general. A lot of times when I get these kinds of text messages, I don't respond anymore. And I think it's wise not to. Because now, this person's trying to record or keep up with every single thing that you say and do on purpose. They're trying to get you caught up, or to try to ruffle your feathers to make you look like you're the tough guy, or that you're inconsiderate, or that you're mean, or or any of these other things you could possibly think of. So I'm just kind of making this video for me and for you guys too, as a friendly reminder, you know, when you're going through these situations with the other person, right? It's really only about the kid. So I don't mind being reminded what to do, throwing hints, all that kind of stuff, especially if it's to build my child up, because I get it, you know. But at the same time, you don't have to take everything personal that somebody says when they're poking at you to try to hurt you. And that's, like I said, I say it for me and I say it for somebody else, because I'm positive somebody else is going through it. I'm sorry, this is bouncing all over the place. But yeah, I know somebody else is going through it too. I used to take everything personal, you know, and sometimes I still have to remind myself, because it happens a lot. I mean, I have so many examples where I try not to take it personal because the other party says something smart, and I just say, okay. But it comes from self-confidence too, right? You know who you are. You know you're smart, intelligent. You know you're doing your best with your child. You don't really have to take the mess that somebody else is giving to you. Now, you also don't need to respond every time, because more than likely that person's trying to get you caught up. They're trying to record it, trying to screenshot it. This particular person makes photocopies, which I think is ludicrous. But I mean, I'm only sticking around for my kid, and it ain't that much longer. This kid's gonna be grown and gonna be wondering what all these things are happening, or what happened, or how it happened. And I'm just gonna be honest, you know. And I think every child should get the honest answers, you know, at some point when they get a certain age. Excuse me. I just think it's fair, because when I was a child, I wanted to know. Even when I was 10 or 11, I'm old enough to understand things, not everything, but most things, and I wanted to know. You know, why isn't my dad here? What's going on? You want to know these things. Or why can't I go with my other family? Or what's up with this? What's up with that? You want to know these things. So you ask questions. And you hope that your parent tells you the real deal, right? Let's just being real. I hope that my daughter at some point begins to understand that I'm trying my best. And yes, I'm not perfect, I'm still learning. You know, it's obvious. I just want to do my best so that she can grow up, you know, as best as she can, decently, with being in two different homes. I know it's already difficult being separate from us all the time, you know. And it's got to be a challenge to know that you got a family in one spot with brothers, and then you got another family in another spot with a brother or whatever, you know. It's difficult for a kid to understand that, especially at, you know, the age 10, 11. And then growing up too. I mean, I still have things that bothered me when I was a kid, just like everybody else. So, I don't know. Anyway, hopefully y'all, you know, share. Sorry, I'm running out of breath, getting old. Hopefully y'all share, subscribe. I have more videos like this when I have things that I think of, you know, instances that happen, because a lot happens, and I just never say anything. But I think as men, especially, we don't say anything about the problems that we have, the issues that we have, the emotional state of us, because a lot of us were taught just to be men and deal with it. Even from the standpoint of some of us who weren't around our dads as much as we needed to probably be, when we did see them, that's what they did too, right? I know my dad just dealt with stuff, and that's just how it was. You know, I don't really remember seeing him complain and cry, you know what I mean, when he wasn't around. And then that's a whole nother story about when he was and wasn't and all that, because I'm not down to him. Whatever he went through is what he went through, you know what I mean? But ain't nothing wrong with seeking some help, talking to somebody. Hell, you can talk to me. I'm around. I'm always around. Sorry, y'all, I'm looking at all this cool stuff around me. Pretty good. But yeah, you can always contact me. You can reach me. I'm here. You can email me. Especially if you're on Instagram, you can always get at me on Instagram. Whatever the case may be. If you need somebody to talk to. But if you got insurance too, I always say seek help, man. Talk to somebody. I have before, and probably won't be the last time. Because I want to be my best self for my kids and for my wife. And I think everybody should be like that. Alright? Sorry, I just seen a Mustang. Look at that, the Corvette. Sweet. But yeah, I think everybody should be like that. I think everybody should be looking to be their best self for their people, right? You want to be your best self for your kids, and be the best form of yourself for your spouse. You know, if you own a business or you work somewhere, you want to be the best there too, right? The only way you can do that is to be the best you. So, don't let these people manipulate you. You know, you got that spouse or former spouse, that ex, trying to manipulate you, trying to hurt your feelings all the time, because it happens to me quite often. I just never speak on it. But from now on, I'm going to start adding that to my video vlog here. When I feel it, I'm going to let it out. I'm going to talk to y'all. Same way when I go talk to everybody else in my house. Let them know what the deal is, alright? Much love, y'all. Thank you for watching. I'm going to finish my walk because I'm a long way from home now. I'll talk to you later.